Hello, my name is Maria Miller from mathmammoth.com. In this lesson we're going to study unit rates. What is a unit rate? It is a rate where the second term of the rate is 1 unit, okay? Here's some examples. For example, $8.25 per 1 hour. Or we might say just $8.25 per hour, but we mean per 1 hour. This 1 hour makes it the unit rate. It's another 70 miles per hour, but it means per 1 hour, so it is a unit rate. Or $12 per kilogram, per 1 kilogram it means. Now, to calculate the unit rate from some other rate that is not a unit rate, you simply divide. For example, if you have 88 miles per 4 gallons, or 88 miles to 4 gallons, then we do the division here. Let me write this first using the division line. 88 miles divided by 4 gallons. And then 88 divided by 4 is 22. And then we get our unit as miles per gallon. Miles per gallon. So this is now 22 miles per 1 gallon unit rate. Or if we have 12 hearts to 5 stars, let's say you're making a pattern and you are drawing 12 hearts to each 5 stars. It's not that you really want to calculate a unit rate for this situation, but you can. If I do that, then I divide 12 divided by 5. So I get 12 fifths hearts per star. Of course, this is now a mixed number. It is 2 and 2 fifths hearts per star. It's a little convoluted example, I know. It is just to illustrate that this is how you technically do it. You divide and then you get this many hearts per 1 star. Find the unit rate here. You walk half a mile in 1/4 of an hour. And okay, since we want the unit rate, we are looking for how many miles in 1 hour, okay? How many miles in 1 hour? And this is 1/4 of an hour, it's 15 minutes. If you walk half a mile in 15 minutes, then in half an hour you would walk a mile. And in an hour, you would walk 2 miles, right? So the answer is 2 miles per 1 hour, right? We just figured it out. But I want to also show you that the division still works. If I write it as half a mile per 1/4 of an hour, I can still use division to find the unit rate. Okay, I just take 1/2 divided by 1/4. 1/2 divided by 1/4. And then that's going to be miles per hour. This many miles per hour. And now in fraction division, remember how that was done? You need to remember by this point. The division changes into a multiplication. And then this changes into its reciprocal number, which is 4. So it is going to be half times 4 miles per hour, or 2 miles per hour, of course. So division works always for finding the unit rate, but sometimes, like in this case, we figured it out by multiplying because it was a fractional part of an hour. Another one, we have a fractional part of an hour. You walk 2/5 of a mile in 25 minutes. Let me show you how to solve this one. Okay, let's write the rate here. My goal is to get to so many miles per 1 hour, or 60 minutes. But 25 minutes doesn't go evenly to 60 minutes. I cannot therefore simply multiply this by 2 or something easy like that. But what I will do is I will find the rate per 5 minutes first. And then from there I go to the 60 minutes. Okay, to find the rate per 5 minutes would be, of course, just 1/5 as much, right? So I divide by 5. 2/5 divided by 5. Okay, if your fraction math is not quite clear, let me divide it here. 2/5 divided by 5 is the same as 2/5 times 1/5. Okay, so we get 2/25 miles per 5 minutes if somebody's walking this slowly. It's a slow rate of walking. And now, from here to here, I would multiply by 12, right? 12 times this number, 12 times this fraction. So I get 12 times 2 is 24. 24 over 25 miles per 60 minutes. So this is now the unit rate. 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour, of course. So we get 24 over 25 miles per hour. You could also maybe write this as a decimal. This would be the same as 96 over 100 miles per hour, which is 0.96 miles per hour, almost 1 mile per hour. Slow walking. A bird can fly 2,450 kilometers in 20 days. I hope this is a reasonable amount. I didn't actually check. Now, how many days would it need to fly 1,500 kilometers? This is a typical problem where we would use a proportion. But today I'm going to solve it not using a proportion, but using a unit rate. Because that's a pretty natural way of thinking about it. You would just simply calculate the kilometers per 1 day, unit rate, and then figure out the other part. So let's say I put here unit rate, 2,450 kilometers per 20 days. Okay, I'm gonna take half of that first to get 10 days, and that would be 1,225 kilometers per 10 days, and then it's easy to divide by 10. Okay, it's going to be 122.5 kilometers per day. That's the unit rate. And now it's asking, okay, how many days would it need to fly 1,500 kilometers? If it is this many kilometers in 1 day, then how many days for 1,500 kilometers? Okay, and to do that, you just check how many times does this amount go into 1,500? Or you divide, you use basic division. 1,500 kilometers divided by that unit rate. And if you're not sure what to do, if you're not sure that, oh, maybe I should multiply those numbers, you also notice that multiplication gives you too big of an answer, okay? So we divide this, and I did, and the answer is about 12.24 days. Okay, about 12 and 1/4 days.